Om Shanti. A very warm welcome to all of you. A very warm welcome to you, dear Sister Shalu. So let's begin today's session. Over to you, Sister.
Om Shanti. Good evening. Thank you, Ruchaben. And before starting today's Murli, we'll just sit in 1 minute deep silence. In this deep silence, we will observe the thoughts, what kind of thoughts are coming, and just be a detached observer of your own thoughts. And just be in silence for 1 minute. No commentary. Just be in silence and be the observer of your thoughts. No judgments, nothing. Just see where our mind is going. Om Shanti. So now we are very much focused, we are very much concentrated because we observed our thoughts and now our mind is at this present moment. So let's start today's Murli. So today is 27th of January 2021, and as usual the Murli is starting from with beautiful words. Sweet children, never take the law into your own hands. If someone makes a mistake, report it to the Father, and the Father will caution that soul. So, which law is in the discussion in this line? Because many times when we see that someone is not behaving, someone is not doing the things as per as the way we want someone to do, when we take the law into hand and we many times we show the anger, many times we shout, and that creates a negative karmic account with that soul. So our Father doesn't want us to create more negative karmic accounts. That is why he is saying that if you see that there is some mistake, then report to the Father. So in what way? Because this is the Sakar Murli when Brahma Baba and in his body Supreme used to come, and the brothers and sisters could interact with him directly. But now he is not there. So how we can report to him? So that the reporting we can understand in a way that when we see that someone is not doing the things in the right way, so just directly going to him and directly making him realize that he is not right. Uh, one way is to have with a good feeling in our mind. We just visualize him as a soul. He is a soul, and see ourselves also as a soul, and we both belong to the same Father, Supreme Soul. And with this connection, with this relationship, with this awareness, we connect to the Supreme, and then with good feeling, we are sharing our feelings that, oh my Father, I feel that this soul or this soul brother should do the thing like this, and please guide him on the right way. Please help him in the right way, with the right method, with the right person, with the right understanding, with the right awareness. The Father will caution that soul, because we are not the one who are responsible to operate this whole world. The only responsibility we have is the responsibility of our own. Uh, on that means when we are talking about the subtle level, the responsibility, what we are thinking, what we are speaking, what we are doing. We cannot correct each and every person, but yes, when it comes to family, when it comes to relations, we are having certain responsibilities towards. As a parent, we are responsible towards our children. As a life partner, we are responsible to our life partner. As a children, we are responsible to our parents also. So in that scenario also, when we are speaking to someone, so uh, that that way of conversation, that way of talking, that way of sharing should be very much humble, and that should be with very much of respect, and that should also be in the soul consciousness. Suppose your children is not doing something which is doing something which you feel is not right, so uh, we should not correct our child with the awareness that I am your father, I am your mother, I have more experience and I do have more knowledge. And whatever I am thinking, that is the right thinking, and you should do this. So, with this kind of approach, if we say something to our child, then there are many chances that our idea will be rejected. So, the best way to deal in any relationship is as first see him as a soul. That soul is having its own pattern of sanskars. That soul is having its own likings and dislikings. That soul is having its own interest and disinterest. That soul is having its own past karmic accounts. With all this knowledge in my awareness, then I approach the soul, and then I am sharing something which I feel that it should be done like this. It shouldn't be feel that I am imposing my ideas. So this is an example of a parent and a child. And after doing this, after approaching a child with this approach, the next step is to surrender him to the Supreme, that, oh, the Supreme Father, this is your child. I am playing the role of a physical father or a physical mother, biological father, biological mother. But you are the eternal father of this soul. And you please give the light of knowledge, the powers, uh, the faith, the self-confidence to this soul. This is the way that we surrender our responsibilities to Him. And with this kind of nature, we can make ourselves very much light. And our relations are also going to be very much strong and harmonized, because we are not using the force in our relations, we are using the understanding, we are using that, we are respecting that individuality of a soul. And that soul can be in the role of our child, in the role of our partner, in the role of our parent, in the role of our subordinates, whatever the role the soul is playing. So this is when we are dealing in the relations. But when we are not dealing in the relations and we find someone not doing right things, then we should approach with a good feeling. But then we should not take the law in the hand. The important point is that we should not take law in the hand. We should not be the kings of others, or we should not give directions to others. We should not be the boss of others. So this is the main thing. The boss is only one. The controller is only one, and we should surrender to him. Then the question is, what contract does the father have? Only the one father has the contract of removing the children's defects. This is a beautiful line that shows that how much care he is having for us. So he is saying that I have taken the contract of removing all the defects of my children. When the father hears of the children's weaknesses, he explains to them with love to help them remove them. When any father see uh, any weakness in his child, then uh, he wouldn't really like it, and he would feel that as soon as possible that weakness should go away from his character. But here the approach of the Supreme is very unique. He is not forcing us, he is explaining everything slowly, very subtly. We are understanding the things, and then we are changing by our own choice. And that change or that transformation which we will make with our own choice, with our own understanding, that is going to be permanent. Because if we are telling somebody that, oh, you are doing this wrong and you should do this way, so maybe the person is maybe understanding or maybe not understanding. And if the person is doing something without understanding, and not by heart, not by choice, not by wish, but by force, then that transformation or that change the person has made is not going to be permanent. So, when the father hears of children's weaknesses, he explains to them with love to help them remove them. If you children sees anyone's weakness, do not take the law into your own hand. It is a mistake to take the law into your own hands. The explanation we'll see in the whole Murli. The whole Murli is mainly how to harmonize the relations with others. So let's start the Murli. Om Shanti. Sweetest spiritual children, you come to the Father in order to be refreshed, because you children know that you have to claim your sovereignty of unlimited world from the unlimited Father. We are coming here to refresh ourselves, and we are there to gain back our sovereignty. I am the soul, I am the sovereign, I am the higher power. You should never forget this. However, you do forget it. Maya makes you forget it. Maya means waste. Maya means negativity. Maya means anger. Maya means jealousy. Maya means low energy vibrations, low energy thoughts. So that make us forget. If she didn't make you forget, you would have great happiness. The father explains, children repeatedly continue to look at your badge. Also look at the pictures again and again while walking and moving around in remembrance of the Father. Continue to look at your badge and you will understand that is what you are becoming. You will understand that you are becoming such a, suppose you are having an image of an angel in your home. So whenever you see that image of an angel is reminding you, I am also becoming so light. I'm also on the journey of becoming this kind of an angel. Or you are having an idol of some deities or something like that. And then when you see that idol or when you see that image, then the thought comes, oh, I'm also becoming such a pure character. I'm also awakening such character lying inside me. We also have to imbibe divine virtues. This is the time to receive knowledge. The Father says, sweetest children, day and night. He continues to say, sweet children. Children do not say, sweetest Baba. This is a difference, no? He is saying, my sweet children, but we are saying Baba, not sweet Baba. So this we can also do, our sweet Baba. Even though we are not that much sweet, understand, we become sometimes very bitter also because of our rigid habits, our rigid sanskars, our rigid impressions. But he is always sweet. He never become bitter. He never becomes sour. He is always sweet. So the word sweetest suits him the most, but he's using that word for us. See, this is a way to uplift someone. Even though we are not up to that level, but still he is using such high energy words, such high energy vibrations for us, that he is using that technique to uplift us. Children do not say sweetest Baba. In fact, you should say this to both. Both are sweet. Are they not? Both means Brahma and Shiv. Unlimited Bab Dada. Those who are body conscious simply say to Baba, sweet, sweet Baba. You children even say things to Bab Dada out of anger. Sometimes we talk to God with anger. You must remember some incidences when we talk to God with anger because we wanted something and that didn't happen. When you say it to Dada, you also say it to the father. It is same thing. Sometimes they become upset with their teacher and sometimes with one another. Therefore, the unlimited father sits here and gives you children teachings. There are many children in all the villages. He continues to write to everyone. I received a report about how you become very angry, you know, because and it was the Murli which was spoken in 1960s, 50s, 60s, and there the way of communication was mostly by letter writing, and many students in different parts of the world used to write to Mount Abu, Pandav Bhawan, and then Brahma Baba used to give the answer, or we can say that Shiv Baba used to read those letters through Brahma and then used to give answers to those letters through Brahma. So Baba is saying that I have received a report that how you become very angry. He is writing in the letter in response. The unlimited Father calls this body consciousness to getting angry. Our Father Shiva is calling this as body consciousness. The Father tells everyone, children, become soul conscious. All of you children continue to fluctuate in these Maya battles with those whom she recognizes as powerful and strong. Because because basically we are giving a challenge with our internal weaknesses. Suppose we decided that today we are going to think uh, we are going to create very much uplifted thoughts to whomsoever I meet. I am going to create such kind of pure and uplifted thoughts. And my old habit is of picking out the mistakes or not respecting the people. This is my old habit, but now I'm trying to create this new habit. So when I say that I will do this today, then my old sanskar is there only. The old sanskar is not gone. Then when I come to the action, then I feel, oh, today I thought that I will be behaving this way because I am trying to go against the stream. When a person or when a swimmer swim in the river, then it's easy to swim with the stream downstream, but it's difficult to it's difficult to swim upstream in the opposite direction of the stream. So our natural flow is to create anger or to create anxiety or to create stress. But then we said that today I'm not going to create this. So we are trying to flow against our natural flow. So that will make us feel little resistant, or that will make us feel that we are applying more power, because normally we are going with the flow. We have made a flow, and now we are going with the flow. Now we have to make a new flow and then go with the flow. That new flow is of our choice. So uh, she recognized as power. So when we are powerful and we are um, trying to overcome some bad habit, then uh, there is more resistance from inside. Hanuman has been portrayed as Mahavir, brave warrior. They tried to shake him. Yeah. It is at this time that she tests everyone. Everyone has victory and defeat with Maya. In this war, there is remembrance and forgetfulness. So we are in a war. War with what? War with our own weaknesses. And then what is happening in this war? Victory and defeat. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. But when we win, we just pat our back and then we say, "Oh, this time I'm the winner, and next time I'm also going to win." Maybe sometime I'll feel defeated. I feel defeated by my own sanskars. I feel defeated by my own behavior, my own attitude. Then say, okay, this is a game, this is a war. Sometimes my weaknesses win, sometimes I win, I overcome them. In this war, there is remembrance and forgetfulness. So the whole game is dependent on what? Remembrance and forgetfulness. If you are in remembrance, you are the winner. If you forget, you are the loser. You understand? If you are in the remembrance, you are the winner. If you forget, then you are loser. You each claim a good status according to how much you stay in remembrance or how constantly you make effort to remember the Father. The Father has come to teach you, children, and He continues to teach you. You have to continue to follow Srimad. It is only by following Srimad that you will become elevated. There is no question of becoming upset with anyone in this. To become upset means to become angry. If someone makes a mistake, report it to Baba. You should not take it upon yourself to tell anyone. That is like taking the law into your own hands. Government doesn't allow anyone to take the law into his own hands. If someone per- if someone punches another person, he is not punched in retaliation. He is reported and case is filed against him. This is how outer government law is working. That if someone has done some bad to other one, then the reaction can be two, but there is only one reaction, that you also strike back, or you are aware that okay, maybe he is not using very much sweet words because maybe he is not mentally good. So that is the reason. Then we should not take the law in our hand. In a good citizen is considered to the one that who will go to the police and report the happening. If someone punches another person, he is not punched in retaliation, he is reported and case is filed against him. Here too, you children should never answer back to anyone. Simply tell Baba. Only the Baba, only the one Baba will caution everyone. Baba will show you a very sweet method. Why he is saying that to avoid all this? Because if we entangle ourselves in the argument with somebody, then our mind, stability of our mind is going to fluctuate, and we are going to lose very much energy in that argument, and that argument is also going to affect our relationship. After that argument, also uh, we will not feel that calmness inside our head even after some time. So that is why he is stopping us. Baba will show you a very sweet method. He will give you teachings with great sweetness. By becoming body consciousness, you reduce your own status. Why should you create a loss for yourself? As much as possible, continue to remember Baba with a lot of love. Remember with a lot of love the unlimited Father who gives you the sovereignty of the world. You simply have to imbibe divine virtues. Never defame anyone. Do deities defame anyone? Some children can't stop defaming others. This is uh, such in such an open way. The Supreme is saying that I know that there are few children who are not uh, who can't stop defaming others. They many times they speak disrespectful words. Many times there are not so good feelings, not so good emotions for that person. So they some are having that habit. Tell the father, and he will explain to them with lot of love. Otherwise, time is wasted. You know, when father is supreme teacher is saying something, and I am having that weakness inside me, and that point come into the Murli to overcome that weakness. And believe me that I will not be feeling bad that someone pointed me out like this. But if I am having some problem, I am having some misunderstanding or something like that, and someone comes to me and he or she starts to explain, then definitely I will not take that thing in that much positive manner as I will take of the point of Murli. So it is not very good to argue with anyone. The hearts of the you children understand that you are establishing the sovereignty of the new world. You should have so much spiritual intoxication inside you. The main things are remembrance and divine virtues. Divine virtue is also a fruit of the remembrance. Remembrance of what? Remembrance of self, remembrance of supreme, remembrance of 84 birth, remembrance of time cycle, remembrance of what duties I am having. So all these will make all remembrance and then divine virtues. This remembrance will automatically bring divine virtues, will automatically bring humility. Your children remember the cycle anyway. You can easily remember that there is a cycle of 84 births. You know the beginning, the middle, the end, and the duration of the cycle. This is such a detailed knowledge. The beginning, the middle, the end, and the duration of the cycle also. You have to give everyone the introduction with a lot of love. The unlimited Father is making us into the master of the worlds. He is teaching us Rajyoga. Destruction is just ahead. It is now the confluence age when the new world is established and old world is destroyed. ठीक है, तो अभी हम इतना ही करेंगे. आप चाहें तो आप खुद से मुरली पढ़ सकते हैं, क्योंकि हम पूरी मुरली कवर नहीं कर रहे हैं. और उस खुद से पढ़ने में अगर आपको कुछ डाउट आता है तो नेक्स्ट डे उस वर्ड का मीनिंग, उस लाइन का मीनिंग आप पूछ सकते हैं. Okay, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, the Bab Dada. Spiritual father says Namaste to spiritual children. We spiritual children respond to our spiritual father by doing Namaste, good morning, and thank you. Now, essence of dharana is never defame anyone when you see their defects. This is a good tapasya or good programming or good understanding, that when we see someone's defects, even after seeing them, we are not using ill words for them in front of anyone, in front of the people who maybe maybe they matter to him very much. So if we defame somebody, then actually we are defaming ourselves. Don't speak of anyone's defects anywhere. Never let go of your sweetness. Never speak angry or oppose anyone. Dusra. Only the old father reforms everyone. Therefore, tell everything to the father and become unadulterated. Never miss the Murli. Become unadulterated. Everything to the father and become unadulterated. Adulteration means I have a mixture of thoughts. Unadulterated means I am having higher conscious of thoughts. Then coming to the blessing, may you be an embodiment of dharana who makes the offering of consciousness of I and body consciousness into the sacrificial fire. So the practical form of dharana is that I am above the consciousness of I of ego, and of body consciousness into the sacrificial fire. When there is not the consciousness of I in your thoughts or dreams, when you have the awareness of your eternal soul conscious form, when the soundless chant Baba, Baba continues to emerge, you should then be said to an embodiment of Dharana, the true Brahman. When you Brahmin sacrifice the consciousness of I, that is your old nature and sanskars of this world into this great sacrificial fire, this old world will then be sacrificed. So the whole concept is that we are in a sacrificial fire. We are doing Rajyoga meditation, and that create a lot of energy and a lot of fire, which is having the capability to change our sanskars also. So there it is written that that there is a soundless connection. You are not speaking anything with your words, with your mind also. You are just thinking about the supreme Baba, Baba. and you would then be said to be an embodiment of dharana, a true Brahman, because knowledge is very easy. But when I'm taking the class of dharana, then it's quite challenging, because if I'm talking about some dharana, then first I must have that dharana. Okay, so just as you were instruments to create this sacrificial fire, in the same way, now make the final offering and become instruments for its competition. In slogan, to claim the certificate of contentment from oneself, from service, and from everyone is to become an embodiment of success. So this is such a beautiful definition of success, that if we are getting the certificate of contentment, santushtata, from oneself, from service, and from everyone, then it is a success. Okay, so first we should be contentment at least with ourselves. We cannot control someone else, but at least with ourselves we should be in very much contented form. Okay. Okay, so this is about today's Murli. Just take 2-3 minutes and revise. By closing your eyes, you can also revise what Murli is saying today. So the Murli is about dharana. We should not take the law in our hands, and we should not make someone uncomfortable also. Okay, so please take care. And the slogan was very beautiful. The blessing was also very beautiful. In the sacrificial fire, the consciousness of I should be offered, body consciousness. Okay. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. If you are having any questions, then you can ask.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Didi. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you want to share your feedback, you can do that.
Okay, Richard. Okay, the question is, if in confluence age we should not become like the king of others, then how will we be behaving in such a way when we are the king? Then okay. Yeah, the king does not mean uh, that king. One purpose of to be king is to administer the things, but here we try to become the king of others by giving orders or by expecting that they should behave the way we want. They should speak or they should act or they should sometimes. We have so many expectations from others. The ordering nature, the bossy nature, that is the meaning of becoming a Kali king, or to try to rule over others. But in Satyog, yes, the king is there and everybody will have very much respect for the king, but everybody will be an individual personality, and the king will not going to decide that how you should behave, because everybody is in a stage of perfection, and they are very much contented from each other, not expectations, not try to uh, change others personality, but accepting and then enjoying each other's presence. So these are different. The name is same, the king, but the purpose of king in Satyug is a different level. That is of to the there the king is to take care of the administration, not ordering the people or not ordering his family members. But there we become the king by ordering to our friends or family members. Okay. So this is the difference between king of Satyuga and king of we can say Kalyug. And from today's Murli, we can take the homework that uh, the line is very, the first line of the Murli was very much powerful, that do not take the law in your hands. So whenever we try to control others, whenever we try to control, uh, or whenever we are trying to make other people do something forcefully, then we should always remember that we should not take the law in our hand, and each and every soul should be treated with that dignity, with that respect, and with that understanding that each each soul is a unique personality, is an individual personality. So this is our homework also. Chandan, why you want to share something regarding today's movie? Then you can go ahead, and or if you want to give some different perspective of this question, then you can also share your experience also. Chandan bhai, are you there? Okay, maybe Chandan bhai is uh, not able to hear, and I
No,
hope.
yeah, Om Shanti Didi.
um,
Yeah, yeah, but only a technical unmuting permission needed, so it taking time.
Okay,
Uh,
fine.
uh, with gratitude to sister for the opportunity. Just I want to add some value to all the participation, because I feel like that from 2 3 days, beside chatting, lots of participants or Baba child, newly Baba child, as not putting the words, because the putting words of yes okay also be enough for us as a being a teacher, because we being a nimitta teacher as a salu sister in a class, student listen and listen, but no more body movement, no head movement, then teacher it has hard for teacher to how to explain the things. So same is with, because we are in audio format, so I kindly request only yes, okay, no questions like will be us also enough. And just I want to recall 2 3 things. One thing is that today Baba used that we shouldn't be like take a law in hand. I want to go through the Murli also. I forget the word, but I want to say that Baba always uh, yeah, I just recall now. So the people have lots of bad habits, or we can say in a maya they might speak louder or something like that. But one thing I want to recall that we child, we myself, Chandan as a child, Baba child, I have also a lot of Maya's challenges and lot of weaknesses. For example, sometime I shout, sometime I take law in hand. How much I become bad in a manners, but Baba always wish us as a sweet children. So this is the uh, true sense of learning from the Baba, that Baba is always 100% positive, even though he see our thousands weaknesses, but he always focuses one thing, that this Chandan is my child, or this Salu sister is my child, like that. So means we. So I want to kindly request that in our daily life also, father, mother, friends, brother, colleagues, or office staffs, there might be they have 10 good bad habits, but you should find out the one good habits and focus on that one good habit, so that it will makes you a positive, and you launch to be a soul consciousness. One thing I want to request that one also. And another, today Baba said, do not take law in hand, means just you try to recall yesterday's or some week backs. Have you beaten someone, or have you scolded someone, or have you tried to give penalty to someone, like that. So in Baba ear essence, do not take law means like, for example, if thief if someone stole the goods, then he's thief. So thieves should be punished, but we are not a judge, or we are not a police to punish or judge. So in this way, Baba is trying to say that if someone do wrong or something, that you doesn't take the law, but you try to report to uh, the responsible persons, who will take on action on that. So one thing I was just want to recall on that also. And another, Baba also parallelly say that balance of love and law. So I will not explain more on this. Just I want to reconnect you that Baba say do not take law in hand, but Baba also say that have a balance of love and law in a life. So just I want to recall, in some few days or tomorrow also, Baba might talk about this love and law. This much for this. I wants to have sharings. So I kindly request try to be a participant, put queries or take some words like that. Today Salu sister has been giving homeworks. So just, and I wants to say that I wants to add some a few experience of myself also, because I have been practicing this Raj Yoga and I'm child of Baba a few years back. Just being oddly at the times when I come to the center, I have lot of curiosity. For example, Baba used to say that देख कर भी मत देखो सुनकर भी मत सुनो. So Baba used to say something like that in a Murli. So I get quite confused, because this eyes is seeing in front of someone. There is a red dress wearing someone. There is someone scolding. So how what this Baba is saying, that देख कर भी मत देखो सुनकर भी मत सुनो. So it takes lots of time to me to understand. So I keep on queries to sister, and now I am realizing that Baba is so much clever that Baba has told me 10 years back that what should come 10 years in your future, so that you have to practice early. So I want to kindly correlate it with my life, that now I am facing the challenges in my life, that some of my family members have some health challenges. So sometime I'm taking care of him in a family members, and he tried to scold me, or he tried to uh, 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 take law in hand. So even though he do that, or he use some abusive language, so now I understand that I am listening the abusive language, I am behaving the law in hand, but I'm taking care of a family member. So means here I am listening that abusive language, but I Baba already said sun kar bhi mat suno. So this is way how I am understanding the Murli and the depth of the Murli. So in this way, if you try to correlate with each and every day of the Murli, it will help lots in your life, because the Baba is Trikaldarshi. So this much I want to put value for today. So I love to put queries or two-way conversation. It will be better for both of us, that what we have inside our mind. Because if Salu sister doesn't give me a opportunity, then nobody of you knows that what I have inside of mind. So same of here, I am seeing the participations, uh, that we are 12 participants. So out of that, 4 5 might be we are hosting or someone taking the responsibility. So rest who join, so I kindly request, try to be a participatory, or it will help. It doesn't need that you should put accurate answer, because nobody of us are perfect, because we are all the student. Only thing is that someone is 1 year ahead, someone 10 year ahead, someone is 2% better, someone is 5% better, but nobody is perfect. But if you share your experience, then it will help us, being a nimitta teacher or baba is giving us responses, so that we can give you a correct knowledge up to our understanding. Because baba used to say that मैं जैसा हूँ वैसा ही बच्चे लोग को नहीं समझते. So that is the main thing that baba is trying to that, because we have to be remain soul consciousness, and again to understand every aspect of the murli. So this much I wants to put. Thank you, Salu sister, for the opportunity, and Abhijit Bhaiji and respected Praful Bhaiji also here. Thank you very much. Om Shanti, Shukriya Bhaiji.
Om Shanti. Praful Bhai is with us. There's some announcements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thanks, brother. I actually just joined. So sorry. I wanted to join the session a little early, but I couldn't do that. So I believe my voice is clear. Is it? Can someone confirm?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you so much. Um, so yeah, I'm meeting you all the second time. First, like I met you all a few days back while sharing my experience. So now, like we are together, I believe since more than 3 weeks, and we are very grateful to Sister Shalu that she could spare some time for all of us so that we could get into this journey of Rajyoga meditation. And I believe since last couple of weeks, you all have been listening to the Murli as well, the godly versions, and might have got a taste as to what God has really got a wonderful plan for us in the new world, to bring the new world. And it's not that just God rotates the magical stick and just says some mantra and the world gets converted. Had he wanting to do that, then probably he would have invited all of us, because he couldn't do partial. He cannot do partiality because we all are his children. So if he was to just rotate the magic wand, then all the 750 crore or 7 billion souls would again come into the golden age. And you all can remember, if you all can just imagine that if so many souls come into the golden age, again there will be so much of problem, because most of the challenges these days are because of excess population. So God has a very unique plan, and very slow by slow he is giving us an opportunity to inculcate values within us so that we can step by step transfer ourselves. And this is, as I mentioned, step by step process, not a 1 day thing or just a 7 days thing. That's what I even shared with you all in my experience. Initially 2 3 months I was not that regular, I was still understanding, but gradually as I started experimenting with Rajyoga, it really helped me. So I see now in this group we have 12 members, out of which myself, Rucha, Abhijit, Shalu, we 4 5 are quite connected with this organization since long. We have Vediraj, VS, Masha, Vivo, Galaxy, and BK Chandan. Chandan, I just heard him, so he's also quite acquainted. So five of us, five of y'all I see are new. Although I might not have heard your experiences before, but I believe that it would be a great learning. And today, as we have this last session of this small gathering, just wanted to share with you all for another 5 to 10 minutes as to how can you take this spiritual journey ahead. Because it is very important that we all are on this spiritual journey. None of us, as Brother Chandan very rightly mentioned, neither Sister Shalu or myself or Abhijit are completely perfect. We are still on this journey. Just excuse me for a minute. So now the question comes is how can we stay connected and what we need to do to continue this journey. So I believe you all must be knowing this website of Brahma Kumaris. Beautiful website they have created, brahmakumaris.com. Here you will get additional resources on meditation, the events which we have online, and there are some magazines, especially for the uh, English lovers. We have two magazines called as the World Renewal and Purity. And apart from those, we even have the Hindi magazines, even in Marathi. So these are monthly magazines, and either you can subscribe for them so that they come to your home on your postal address, or you can even read them online. They are absolutely free. So here in these magazines, there are various articles sharing the experiences of Rajyoga. Just like myself, I shared, and like that, there are lakhs of BKs who have very good experiences, and all those selected ones are shared. Some inspirations, some meditation techniques. So I would encourage you all to just go through them, and if you find anything good, it's a good habit to read them at least once at one article a day. Then we have some blogs, many things over here, a lot of things. Main thing which I would like to highlight is the centers near you. So if you go to brahmakumaris.com/centers, we have around 4,700 registered centers and sub centers, and we have around 12,000 uh, uh, Gita Pathshala, which we now call as BK Pathshala. Uh, so all of these, at least the registered centers who are since quite long, we have the states, we have the city. All that you need to do is just select the state and city wherever you're located. In Pune itself, we have a bunch of 80 centers. I'm not sure about other cities because it's a huge organization. So what I really recommend y'all is do get in touch with the local center. It's good that we studied this course online, but getting in touch physically makes a very big difference, as I mentioned earlier also, because we come into that ambience of spiritual gathering, we come into the ambience of that positive energy, the dedicated sister who is practicing celibacy, purity since birth, and the intense efforts, the tapasya which they have, that really makes a lot of change, a lot of difference in our life. So I would really encourage to go to any of the centers. If you all have any further doubts out of the 7 days course, or if you want to study something more in detail, these sisters will be glad to spend some time of theirs with you all one on one. And also you can attend the Murli classes together. That will really, bring a very drastic change in yourself. Apart from visiting the local centers, soon we will be also having some conferences in the month of April, May, especially when there are these months are summer holidays for the kids. So now after March, I think we will be starting the public gatherings even at the Mount Abu. Mount Abu is the headquarters of Brahma Kumaris, where we have annual national conferences for different wings, for business people, for engineers, for art and culture, for jurists, for doctors mainly. I got to know that many of you all are from the medical profession. So we have at least two conferences in the world wherein nationwide different doctors, different nursing professions, and everyone relating to the medical also come, and they discuss their challenges and how to come out from those challenges with the help of Rajyoga. So get in touch with the local centers and they will help you register for those national conferences, national event as well. Uh, to me, after visiting Brahma Kumaris Mount Abu, I really experienced that transformation. Earlier, I was like, will this really work? This knowledge, does it really help? But when I visited Mount Abu, I got to know that there are so many educated people, so many of intellectuals who have really devoted their entire life for this cause. Of course, they are not fools. Of course, they might have got something great. While I was at Mount Abu, I even caught a couple of them, grabbed them in the corner, and I told them, asked them, how much are they really paying you for the services we are offering? Because as you all know, nobody would really offer their services free of cost. I didn't ask to one or two. I asked from different departments to bunch of people, and all of them told me the same thing. We came here voluntarily because we want to serve the humankind. We want to serve the mankind. And friends, you can understand that if with this selfless service, if someone is really doing, what would be the stage of their effort? What would be the stage of their awareness? That would be drastic change. And that is where I realized that this knowledge is really true, and whatever they are learning, whatever they're sharing, that really comes out of deep reflection and experience. So it's a very different and unique experience. So next holidays or next any out of station plan you do, I would really encourage you all to go to Mount Abu. Thirdly, we have some other website also. One of my favorites is this one, learnmeditationonline.org. Okay, so although we have been learning meditation, but I understand that much of theory is also important while getting the basics of meditation. So this site is dedicatedly meant for meditation lessons onto different aspects, and there are audio, there are visuals, there are some good images. I would encourage you all to explore this website, learnmeditation.org, uh, and it will really help you uh, get very good commentaries, some techniques, some tools which can help you sustain in future also. Okay, another thing which I was listening to BK Chandan just while joining, he mentioned the importance of one-on-one interaction. So, is today the end of the one-on-one interaction? Probably yes, and probably no. So, yes, in the sense, as a small group, we won't be meeting again, but we will definitely meet in a little larger group. So, on a daily basis, morning and evening, we have this online Murli sessions, because some of our centers are still not really fully functional, depending on the COVID cases around their vicinity. So, taking that into consideration, we still have Hindi batches going on. So, I would encourage you all to also attend those online sessions in case if you are not able to attend the physical session. And I would request Brother Abhijit to put on the Zoom ID and the joining details on the chat window so that everybody could make a note of that. So these sessions are in Hindi because we have bunch of Rajyoga courses in Hindi, and many prefer Hindi language. So we won't be reading Murli in English language as such. But if you all really feel that Hindi is something which you don't understand, maybe you can let me know right now. Is there anyone who is really not comfortable with Hindi or don't understand Hindi at all? Can you please raise your hand or unmute yourself? Okay, so I believe none of y'all. So yeah, so these sessions are in Hindi language. So we have two batches. Uh, Sister Shalu, do you know the timings of both the batches? Can you, if you can just share? Okay, Sister Shalu is not here. So Abhijit Bhai, do you know the timings? Because I'm not really very regular in those batches. I think morning is from 7 to 8 and evening it's from 5:30 to 6:30, right? Brother Abhijit, are you or Sister Rucha?
I think Morning it is 7 to 8, right? I think evening it is 5 p.m.
5
5
p.m.
to
Okay,
6:30.
okay, great. Thanks. So, Brother Abhijit, I would suggest you to please share the Zoom ID of these Hindi batches, because I think most of here are comfortable in Hindi as well. I got a message from Vediraj also that he's comfortable. Thanks for confirming that. I'm enabling chat to everyone so that we could read each other's chat. So, morning is a very good time, friends, because morning is when we are fresh. 7 to 8. I don't believe any of one of you all will be going office so early. If yes, then you can try attending the evening batch. So these are online sessions. The benefit of this online session is that it helps you all to interact live with the speakers, the person reading Murli. So just like Sister Shalu, there are other dedicated sisters at Jagdamba Bhawan who read these Murlis, the godly versions. They explain a few difficult statements, and after the Murli, we also do a short churning as to what is my understanding from that Murli or from that divine versions. So I would encourage you all to attend any of these two batches, whatever is convenient to you all, 7 to 8 or 5 to 6:30. So, Sister Rucha, you can message this uh, public to everyone. So that would be great. So, uh, other way to someone asked me, how can we go to Madhuban? So that is also a very good question. As I mentioned, going to Madhuban, see, there are two ways. If you all go to Mount Abu as a visitor, anyone can really go to the Brahma Kumaris campus and just visit how the things are over there. Uh, and there are guides always available there to brief you in the campus and around. So there is no restriction as such. But now that you have done the 7 days course, I just don't want you all to merely go as a visitor. I want you all to go there to attend some of the yoga shivers, which we call as Rajyoga Shivir, or some conferences. So these dates are announced every year. Uh, at present, we really don't have those dates because still, as you all know, this COVID thing is in progress. So they have really not started having public programs or programs for BKs, new BKs with a great gathering, because you all know the risks which it carries. So these will be announced in the month of February or March. So once they are announced, then you all can plan, pick up the dates which is convenient to you all out of the dates which they publish. They publish some of the nationwide events, some of the statewide wise events, because you all can understand that there are so many people in India who are doing Rajyoga courses daily. So not everybody can come for a single program. So there is a process of registration, and the local centers, the local center which is closer to you, will help you register. In case if you still don't find any center closer to you, we can help you out. You can note down our numbers so that we can interact with you, get you all in touch with those centers, or else even Jagdamba one can help registering for you. So again, so once you get registered, you get a unique registration number. Actually, we get those unique registration number on your behalf once your registration gets approved from Madhuban.
No, your voice is not coming like couple guys. Okay. So Praful, हाँ जी रुचा बहन.
No, maybe there's some technical issue on Praful Bhai's side. Maybe we can wait for him to join back. Or if you have any other announcements, Abhijit, fine.
जी तो ओके कमिंग हाँ जी प्रफुल्ल भाई जी
Okay. So I'll just complete what I was mentioning. I was mentioning about the Madhuban visit. As I mentioned that, still the gatherings are not really allowed on the Brahma Kumaris campus, considering the risk of corona thing, because not everybody is now still vaccinated. So once we resume from April, the local centers will help you all register for the event, and you can definitely visit. And each of us joined in this call should make it a point that this year in 2021 we should visit Mount Abu at least once, because that will really put on the um, the you will really understand and go deep into the self efforts, which will be useful to you all. And apart from that, as I mentioned, the morning and Hindi evening Hindi batches you can join. There is another English Murli churning, which we do in the early morning, that is at 5:30 a.m. in the morning Indian Standard Time. Those are really very deep murlis. Those are the versions of God which were revealed after 1969. We are presently studying the murlis of 1988. So we again read one murli and do some churning. So if you all can wake up that early, 5:30, of course, I believe that you all might have got to know the importance of early morning meditation. So after the meditation, if you all can join at 5:30, it's from 5:30 to 6:15, just 45 minutes. 25 minutes we read the Murli, and 20-25 minutes we share our experiences and do churning. So Brother Abhijit has shared those details as well. But those Murlis are really very deep. So first I would give you all, suggest you all to give preference to the 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. Murlis, which I mentioned in Hindi. Those are mainly for the beginners. But for the advanced people, like if you feel that you want to do really something more, the 5:30 batch is for you all. Again, we have this on Zoom, because 5:30 practically we can't meet. And over here we have people all around the globe. We have someone from UK, someone from US, someone from Australia, people from China and other countries who really do very good churning, and a small group from Mumbai as well as Pune. We basically facilitate this Murli batch at 5:30 a.m. So these are all some of the resources which I thought to share with y'all, so that y'all don't really lose on the spiritual progress. You stay on the path. We have some very good literature, some very good books onto understanding the BK philosophy. Most of them are also available online. Either you can buy it online or you can go to our local center. The idea is that somehow you stay connected with this spiritual progress, and just don't leave it कि अरे कुछ नहीं होता है, nothing happens. It's some things really take time. To me it took 3-4 months to really start getting the results which I wanted. Maybe in some of your cases it could just take couple of weeks, some may take a month or so. But eventually these things really happen, because the sanskars, the results which we have since last so many births, they doesn't change it in an overnight time. So it takes time. It is just that we have to be patient. We have to be that much cognitive that we are handling those things. So that's all from my side, friends. Thanks every one of you all for being joining us daily. Really appreciate that you're such a beautiful group, which I believe I used to have feedback from Sister Shalu, and she used to enjoy meeting you all. I believe Brother Abhijit, Rucha were also very happy facilitating this call daily. but as we have to start the new batches, and we are also involved, each of us are working professional. Myself, I'm a chartered accountant working with a bank. Abhijit is again IT professional working with a bank. Sister Rucha also is actor, and each of us is working professional, and we find out time from our schedules so that we could serve the humanity, or we could serve the public at large. So we look each of you all also to be part of ourselves. Already you all are part. It is not that you are not, but as you do this meditation journey, as you come more closer to the yagya, which we call it as, because it's really a sacrificial fire yagya, which is established by God Father Himself. You will really enjoy, and the enjoyment which we get after serving others, that is tremendous. So Maisha is asking a link to be shared on WhatsApp group. So these links definitely will share on the WhatsApp group, whatever we shared here, so that you all can stay connected with us. And you all have the numbers, the group admins numbers are already there in the WhatsApp. You all can get in touch with us, call us anytime, whatever help you all need, and we will be glad to help you all with whatever we can. And we hope to see each of you all, in at Jagdamba Bhavan as well. Jagdamba Bhavan is a beautiful retreat center uh, based in Pune at Pisoli area. It's in a area of 3 acres. And again, we have many events here for both for beginners and for advanced learners. We have one-day conferences, seminars, we have weekly courses, all kinds of events we have, apart from the online things which you all are now connected to. So on behalf of the head of Jagdamba Bhavan, which is Sister Sunanda, I wish to invite each of you all to visit Jagdamba Bhavan and meet us in person, meet Sister Shalu, meet each one of us in person. We'll be glad to have you all here, learn, talk to you, listen your experiences, and I'm sure you all will have a great time over here. So before signing off, I would just like to open the forum. If you all have any questions, please do share. Please do ask. Sister Rucha, Brother Abhijit, if you all feel I have left out something sharing, please go ahead sharing. I might have lost some important points, if at all. Okay, so I find this question, anything for kids, especially teenage kids. Wonderful question. So we have this program called as Youth for Global Peace. Uh, so we have different projects for youths. This is the current project. Each year we come out with a new project. So these projects are basically meant to deal with the challenges of youth. So again, the new project we started nationwide in the month of January, Youth for Global Peace. And again, the details will share on WhatsApp. You all can message any one of us. We will share the events. We have some challenges for youths. We have some kind of programs for youths. I'll just share my screen if possible. So just see. So we started this project on the National Youth Day. That is on January 2021. We have some challenges, like to empower youth physically, mentally, socially, spiritually. We invite some guests who are renowned youth, so that youth can learn out of their experiences. And we arrange some motivational talks, counselings, some interaction of youths, short meditation challenges, activities. And we do have some challenges for youth, so that they get engaged into a noble and spiritual cause. So sessions for youth is not like the 7 days course which y'all had. It is more focusing on their challenges, their concentration, their focus thing. So this event is already over on 2nd to 12th of January. The next event we'll be having is on 14th of February. So we will share those details also with you all. And on the 14th, then we will announce how the youth can get, teenagers can get connected with us. So yeah, and we also have physical events at Jagdamba Bhavan. So as and when we have, we will start sharing the details with you all. And even the small kids, because many parents sometimes ask that my small kid, the fifth, sixth standard chap is not really keen in studying, the concentration power is not good. So even for those kids, we do arrange online programs for memory development, for personality development, something related to values. So these initiatives also we do online and also offline. Offline we have summer camp, winter camp, 3 days camps at Jagdamba Bhawan, so that children can really come, play games, enjoy, and those all of those games are value based things. So that kids learn from those, and they can implement that in their life. Simple things like respecting parents, improving concentration skills, self confidence, exam fear. All of these we try to help them along with Rajyoga meditation. So yeah, we do cater to those uh, uh, needs as well. Thanks for asking the question, Masha. Anything else? Sorry, I don't have my video on. Somehow my camera is not working today. Otherwise, I could have met you all in person.
In
Okay.
in YouTube also link is shared. So please copy this link if you want. We are we also sending the links in WhatsApp group. So tomorrow onwards in Hindi, please join 7 a.m. or 5 p.m. Or if you want to English journey, so morning 5:30 a.m. So please don't
Yes.
miss this IDs because I am sending in WhatsApp group. Okay.
Yeah. And for all our YouTube friends, Brother Abhijit, if you can also share the WhatsApp joining links to the YouTube folks, so that if anybody just misses this Zoom call and later on visits YouTube, they can join from there as well.
Okay.
Hmm. And we have Brother Chandan mentioning that he is also a life coach. Very good, Brother Chandan. So if anybody needs help, you can reach to Brother Chandan as well. Okay, so he will be happy to coach the teenagers if need be. Okay, so thanks, Brother Chandan,
Chandan, may you please
for
share
your
your number also.
yeah. You can feel free to share. No worries. +99. Are you from a different country? Okay, great. You're from Nepal. Nice to have you. So we have an international group. That's nice. Okay, so that's all from my side. Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining. And do stay in touch with us. It's not a farewell. It is just that we are going on to a new beginning. And all the best for all the efforts. I see each of y'all. I wish each of y'all a very successful journey with whatever you do. Whether you wish to continue with Rajyoga meditation or you don't continue, that is up to you. But whatever you do, experience peace, experience joy, experience happiness, and may Almighty Supreme God Shiva bless each one of y'all with lots of courage, with lots of happiness, with lots of good health, and very good that in this new year y'all choose to do this Rajyoga meditation. It's really y'all are very lucky because with the changing times we should upgrade ourselves with such techniques and tools which helps us always. So let's, before ending the call, let's sit in silence for 3 minutes. I would request
Uh,
Sister Rucha or
one
Abhijit.
one yes, one thing in this group we are sending daily English Murli, which is audio and the text format. If you want the Hindi Murlis, so we are also sharing the one link. So if you want the Hindi Murli, please join this link.
Sure.
So,
Uh, can I share something a little in 2 3 words?
Yes, Brother Chandan.
Yeah. As Brother Praful has been sharing that this is not a farewell. So I kindly request you with my personal core of heart and my past experience of life that you are the chosen one of the God. You are not an ordinary soul. So just see around your city or your country, there is populations of more than crores or lakhs. Out of that, you selected 10, 15 people have joining in this group now. So this is the journey of the God selection. One is human election, and this is God selection for. So I kindly request have a mental commitment that you will continue. Choice is yours. Again, brother have already said, but until and unless you doesn't connect with the supreme soul, you never get real peace or harmony. That will be a temporary. So whatever caste, whatever religion, whatever you are following, don't leave anything forcefully. Choose whatever you love, whatever you like, any part of the Murli, or be connected with the Supreme God, or he said satsang. So I kindly request, or if you love to chat as a commitment on a yes only, that will be also more for us. To that we'll be happy, but rest the Maya is also strong. So side by side Maya is also there. So anything negative thoughts can make you change the course of path. So uh, even though you are not getting benefit directly, but stay connected as your commit. Oh, that's really great. Thank you, Vairaj brother. He has committed. So God has given us a wish that himmate bache madate baap. So you have a thought of yes, then rest I'll take care. This is a blessing of the God. So with this lines I were to
Yeah.
uh, I will be joining you in a journey. So thank you very much. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thanks, Brother Chandan. So let's do a small meditation of 3 minutes and then we'll close the call. Just play a beautiful song, which really I love that song. And that is the essence which I feel that we should always be happy. So let's listen to this Hindi song and then we can close.
सदा खुश रहो मुस्कुराते रहो सदा खुश रहो मुस्कुराते रहो खजाना खुशी का लुटाते रहो खजाना खुशी का लुटाते रहो गाते रहो गुनगुनाते रहो गाते रहो गुनगुनाते रहो मिलन प्यारे प्रभु से मनाते रहो मिलन प्यारे प्रभु से मनाते रहो सदा खुश रहो अच्छा हुआ जो हुआ क्यों डरे अच्छा ही होगा फिक्र क्यों करें अच्छा हुआ जो हुआ क्यों डरे अच्छा ही होगा फिक्र क्यों करे हर बात में सबका कल्याण है हर बात में सबका कल्याण है खुशी का मरम ये सुनाते रहो सदा खुश रहो मुस्कुराते रहो खजाना खुशी का लुटाते रहो सदा खुश रहो
Okay, thank you everyone.